Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the Internal Revenue Service. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's the home of the 5-minute or less video. I thank the 3,500 or so subscribers that listen to me and put up with me, but I do get you in and out of here in 5 minutes. I make these videos for 3 reasons. I don't want you to be ripped off. I want to inform you as to what an IRS former employee says about what's going on, and really I like to educate you in areas where I can bring you education and enlightenment and discernment. As far as myself, I've worked about 10,000 cases, been with IRS for a decade and private practice for 4 decades. I have a whole team of former IRS agents nationwide that we work with, from a simple notice or letter to tax court. We're really affordable. That's as far as my marketing and fact goes. I want to tell you, oh, by the way, you should know I'm a former revenue officer, and I work the offer and compromise program. That means I accepted offers in compromise and I denied offers in compromise, and I was good enough where they sent me to the Atlanta Service Center to train other revenue officers what to look for and how to accept offers in compromise. The big, offer and compromise is king in the IRS debt world. It really is. I can't tell you how many I worked. I lost count years and years and years ago. And YouTube has a lot of do-it-yourselfers. We do a lot of offer work ourselves. So I'm trying to give you some tips for those who want to do it. If you have a small case, give it a shot. The only downside is you add a year to your statute of limitations. If it's a large case, don't even try to work it. Your chances of you getting it through are really slim. Plus, you've given an IRS a paper trail into your life, your financial life, and maybe future liabilities. So how do you increase your chances? The very first thing is you must know the formula. People don't know the offer and compromise formula, and when you do, your chances go way up. Let me tell you the 2 key tips about increasing your chances. IRS wants your total equity and liquidity in all your assets. If you can sell all your assets for 100, IRS isn't going to take any less than 100. Tip: the fair market value you use can be a distraint value. Let's say you have assets and really retail value would be 100,000, but you may be able to show, well, they're really only worth 80. Use a distraint value for that, but make sure you've listed all assets, because IRS is going to check on your asset base. So just knowing to make sure you list all the assets and put good low values is going to increase your chances, because once IRS sees that you're doing the right thing, they're going to tend to accept what in fact you're doing. The other thing is, the most important, is knowing what the necessary standards are that IRS allows. This is a wake-up call for everyone. You owe IRS debt. IRS has what's called the IRS National Standards, which means you're going to list your income and your expenses, but IRS is going to say, we're going to allow the expenses that we want. You're going, what? But those aren't my expenses. IRS says, that's too bad. You're going to use our expenses. So there's 4 categories of expenses you must use IRS's. Here they are. Food and clothing. Go ahead and put that in your toolbar. IRS National Standards for food and clothing. 2, housing and utilities. When you populate housing and utilities, it's going to go to a state. You'll populate your county. Then for car or car payments, and then for operation of the vehicle. IRS is going to force feed you what you need to go ahead and put down. Do not submit an offer and compromise. Do not submit an IRS financial statement unless you know what the IRS national standards that they're going to use you for. The best place to look at is on the IRS form 433A. That's the one the revenue officers use, not the 433 OIC, not the 433F, the 433A. That's the form that you want to go ahead and look at. When you look at that form, you are going to find out that IRS is going to allow only X amount of expenses that are listed on that form. Anyway, those will tremendously increase your chance for an IRS, that's my dog. Sammy, what the hell? You see, she wants airtime. She's always out here begging for airtime all the time. I'm on TV. She'll probably give you a thumbs up. Anyway, those two things are going to really increase your chances. Now the big bonus in all this. Here's the bonus, the big bonus. Are you ready for the bonus? Write a cover letter about your situation. As a former agent, I'd look at offer after offer after offer and offer. They'd all blend together. I didn't know I'd go to break. Which offer am I looking at? I have no idea. Write a separate 2-page cover letter and let IRS know why you want the offer and compromise. This happened to me, that happened to me. I'm not going to be able to pay it. I had a medical problem, I had that. You must separate your offer and compromise from other people. Your chances go a lot higher when you put a nice cover letter. And if you can show what's in that cover letter, why you can play that little sympathy card, put it with documentation. If you do that, that's another way you're going to get your better chance for have your offer accepted. You want to increase your chances. Do the 3 things that I've just told you, and make sure all your tax returns are filed. If this information was helpful, please give me a subscription. YouTube loves for me to have it. Once you have them, they kind of bump you up, and I think the information I'm giving you is really good inside information. And leave me a comment if you want me to do a YouTube on something. If you have questions, leave the comment. I answer all my questions as much as I can get to them. Thank you very much. I appreciate the subscription, your time. If you need me, you'll find my information in the description section. Thank you.